Where do you think the best locations for food in Brisbane?
I would definitely say so.
South Bank is good. Stanley Street.
Okay.
We find in the suburbs.
How much are you willing to pay for a good meal now?
Here.
Yeah, Brisbane.
Yeah, Brisbane. I think what we've been paying about $130.
Maybe like $70 with a glass of wine.
Maybe up to $100.
What are the most popular restaurants in Brisbane?
Besides South Bank, I go to Eagle Street here, and there's a couple of restaurants there, like the Bavarian Beer Cafe. There's also George's Paragon, El Centro's, a couple of other places along there.
Aquilinia down at Tenerife. You've never heard of that.
Leaves on the river.
Leaves on the river down at Tenerife.
Oh, cool. The service and overall atmosphere in restaurants.
Yeah, it seems pretty nice. Yes. Yeah, I would say so.
No. The service. I just got back from Japan, and I lived there for a couple of years ago. And the service is good there.
Yeah.
The service in Australia is rubbish.
That's
Pretty terrible. Does Brisbane have a large range of different cultured restaurants?
Definitely.
I guess for a pretty multicultural society we do.
Are you more inclined to eat at restaurants which use local produce?
How do you find that information?
Yeah.
If
I would
knew,
be if
I
I
would.
knew.
Yeah,
If I
if you knew, yeah.
I would be, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
And what food events are held in Brisbane that you know of, and would you attend any?
Well, no, we wouldn't, but the ones, I suppose, every nationality has virtually its own food events. Like there's a Greek festival, for instance, which is all their food, and
Yeah,
then the
we've
Indians
heard.
have a festival.
Yeah, well, there was Oktoberfest last weekend.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I attended that one. The Greek festival was a couple months ago now, or it's coming up, I can't remember. There's a few cultural things like that.
I haven't yet. So I haven't been to it.
And how would you compare Brisbane restaurants with those around the world?
I think having travelled and sitting in a restaurant, I was sitting in a restaurant in London actually, and this lady came up to me, the saucier, and said to me, she goes, "You're Australian," she goes, "Can you explain this to me?" And she was asking me to dissect her menu and asking me what she should do differently. Because she apparently thought that Australian restaurants were amazing. And she had some Australian wine there, and she was asking about the Australian wine, and all the places I travelled, everywhere I go, people always ask me about this sort of stuff, and I don't know whether it's the beef and cattle industry or agriculture, but people overseas seem to think that Australia has like everything. So yeah,
okay.
it's quite positive, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Cool. Awesome.
You can go into a
I'll definitely compare them. So I've lived in different places in the US, and so it's a lot more cultural here, I feel. So a lot more variety. But
Cool.
Even in Sydney, so